Hello everybody and welcome to the Pure Stadium, the home of Southport Football Club. It's Premier League 2 action, Everton against Manchester United. Snods, we'll hear from Francis Jeffers shortly, but he was indicating to me that there's a determination amongst the young lads to carry on what's been a fabulous weekend for the football club.
Certainly has. I've still got this big smile on my face now. It was a tremendous result for the first team, and that's what the Under-23s have got to emulate. That it's a big game. Man United, a big club. 23s, big game. So I want to see the determination, the passion that the first team shown at Anfield on Saturday. I want to see that tonight.
That sort of result, you've been in that situation, Snod. You've been playing for reserve teams, you've played for first teams and won derby matches at Anfield. That result will resonate throughout the entire football club, won't it?
It's fantastic. We've gone so long not going to Anfield and getting a result, and everybody associated with the club, the fans, the chairman, everybody, the ladies team, everybody must have thought, wow, it don't get any better. And you see the reaction, social media, of the players in the dressing room. That's how much it meant to them. So these boys have got to emulate that if they want to be part of Everton first team and enjoy days like that. This is where it's done.
Every team at Manchester United at every level gives you a tough game.
Yeah, they're a massive club in world football, Man United, and no matter what level you play them at, it couldn't be under 12s to 16s to 18s to 23s. First team, you know what you're getting out of Man United. They're a quality club.
It's Everton against Manchester United in Premier League 2. One of the lads in action tonight is Kyle John. We caught up with him earlier this week.
It's Manchester United up next. They're one of the top goal scorers in the league, but they've also conceded the most goals. What sort of test do you expect against them?
Yeah, of course, it's going to be tough defensively, but we've got a good team. We're very strong defensively. We've got a very strong defence. So I think if we can just hold them out and just play our own game, I think it'll be a good game. But I think we'll come out on top definitely. I believe that we've got enough quality in our team to win. And
as a defender, how much do you look forward to coming up against some top attacking talents like you will do against Manchester United?
It's good. Like obviously you're thinking about what they're gonna do. You're watching videos of them, like what they like to do and stuff. But obviously, it's what you want to be doing, isn't it? Against the top player, you want to be challenging yourself and showing what you can do. So I look forward to it. I'm not gonna shy away from it. I look forward to it. So we'll see what happens.
And you're still only 20 years old. I think you only turned 20 recently.
Yeah.
But do you see yourself as one of the sort of more experienced players in the team now? And is that a role that you take seriously?
Yeah, I think I've kind of matured over the past few years. Obviously, going up as a 17-year-old, I didn't really talk. I was shy. I was nervous. But being in that environment for a few years now, it's kind of just made me mature, and I'm starting to be a lot more vocal, like on and off the pitch, like towards people. So I feel like I can speak to people and tell them what I've kind of picked up along the way, like training with the first team, training with the 23s when I was young. So yeah, it's definitely helped me in that aspect to kind of give them things that I've learned.
That was Kyle John there speaking to Everton TV. Kyle back in the side now, getting a regular run in the side after a dreadful injury, and he looks back to his best.
Yeah, he does. He's got plenty of pace. Kyle John loves to get up and down the touchline as well. So yeah, I'm looking for a big game. He's a lovely kid as well. You like to see kids like that get on in football life, as they say. And I want to see him. I want to see all these boys play for Everton Football Club if you possibly could. I know it's not going to happen, but I'm sure they'll make a living somewhere along the line, but I want to see him in a blue shirt.
Two fullbacks could be important tonight if they can get forward. Thierry Small on one side and Kyle on the other.
Yeah, I'm just talking Franny Jeffers. I'm not sure whether they're going to play 5 at the back and 2 wing backs. So if they do play the 2 wing backs, you expect our wing backs to get forward and make the numbers up into midfield and get balls into the box as well. So yeah, they're big players if we play that system tonight.
He's been busy tonight, Franny Jeffers, because not only has he been speaking to Ian Snowden, he's been speaking to me as well. Finally back here at Southport against Manchester United. What are you expecting tonight?
Tough game, as always. Loads of quality throughout their club, so bit of a younger team from them. Seeing the team sheet there, bit of a younger team tonight, but expecting a tough game as always.
They scored a lot of goals, but they seem to leak a lot of goals as well. They've scored 42 in 15 games, but the goal difference is only +3, which tells you that they can score, but you can also get at them.
Yeah, let's hope we can stifle them, go their front line tonight and try and hit them with a few goals ourselves. That's
Nathan Broadhead picked up the baton left by Ellis Sims, and he's in good nick, isn't he?
Brody, I spoke about him. I think the last game he's a senior one now in this group. He's got the armband tonight. He's got to lead by example, but he's a good player. He's one I enjoy working with. He's a bright footballer.
Is he a talker in the dressing room? Is that why he's got the armband?
No, he's not. I think he leads by example really on the pitch. He's not a big talker, Brody. He's not quiet, but he's not vocal. But he leads by example. He's one of the senior ones in the group. And hopefully the armband tonight can bring out a couple of goals in him.
Let me ask you about Isaac Price, who's come into the Under-23 side in the last few games and done himself really proud.
Well, yeah, that's what they've got to do. That's when they step up from under-18 football. You know, it's another step up for them. But he took it in his stride, I feel. He's a lad with loads of potential. He's a big lad. He's grown. I've been working with him for a few years now, working in the academy, and he's hopefully, you know, he can stay in the team and keep progressing.
It's one of the perils of working with young players, isn't it? You know, you could be dealing with a 5'7" player, and when you meet him at the start of the next season, he's 6'2". Yeah,
well, that's what happens, and it does. I mean, he shot up, Isaac, and you're right what you're saying. You see them one summer, you go away and you come back, you look a different person. But he's certainly got ability, and he's one I'm looking forward to watching progress.
The Premier League 2 table is pretty congested at the moment, particularly at the top end behind the leaders Manchester City. Do yourself and Umzi and John Ebrell, Leighton Baines, just set targets, or do you just take one game as it comes?
I don't think you can. Darren. I think it's you never know what you're going to get, whether you might get a couple of first teamers drop them down. You never know what your squad's going to be. So we tend to go game by game, and I think, you know, that's the way it should be really. It's hard to look ahead. As you said, it's congested up there. A couple of wins can catapult you, but a couple of defeats can drag you back into it. So I think it's important that we win tonight.
Just finally off track, are you pleased that you are no longer part of the last Everton team to win at Anfield?
I'm buzzing, Daz, yeah. Sick of watching that fight on the telly. I knew what was coming every time a derby was coming round at Anfield. The famous scrap was going to show up again. Enjoyed it. It's disappointing that, obviously, you know, with the way of the world at the minute, no Evertonians there to celebrate it, but I'm sure they enjoyed it.
The positives and the morale seeps down throughout the whole football club, doesn't it, after a result like that?
It's unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, part of Unzi's team talk there was, you know, it's been a great few days for the football club, and we have a duty tonight to finish that off. You know, we can beat Man United tonight. It's been a great few days for the club.
Thanks for talking to us, family. All the best.
No problem, Dan.
Everton against Manchester United, live here on the Everton YouTube channel from the Pure Stadium, the home of Southport Football Club. We walked across the pitch to get here, Snods, and the pitch isn't in bad nick, is it?
It's in great nick. I've played here several times myself for Doncaster Rovers, and yeah, this is the best I've seen it. It's absolutely fantastic.
Doncaster Rovers against Southport. What was that, FA Cup games or?
No, it was in the conference. Yeah,
right,
it was in the conference. Got sent off here as well, Daz.
There's the Everton side. Well, you alluded to it before, Snods, that Unzi might play three across the middle at the back with Thierry Small and Kyle John pushing up from the flanks, and it looks by that graphic as if that's what's going to happen. Yeah, and we've got two great wing backs there, Small and John, that will emphasise, will get forward a hell of a lot, and let's hope that they provide the crosses, the ammunition, as they say, for Broadhead. Isaac Price, the number 8 there, young boy, has come in, and I was speaking to Franny Jeffers about him there in that interview. He's really took his chance, hasn't he? You like the look of him, don't you? I do. He's a neat footballer, and he'll put a foot in as well. He's only a slight built lad, but yeah, he accepts the ball. He accepts responsibility. And yeah, he's good for any centre back or full back that he's always makes himself available. That's the Everton lineup here to take on Manchester United, Premier League 2 action. Our visitors from Manchester United line up as thus, and the standout name there is at number 2, a Manchester United team sheet with a Neville at number 2 again, and it is Harvey Neville, the son of Phil.
Yeah, let's see what if he's half as good as his dad were, then he'll have a great living in football.
Makes you feel old, though, Snods.
Yeah, it does. It
I remember Phil Neville bringing Harvey to the games at Goodison Park, and he was no more than a toddler, and now here he is playing well, apparently, for the Manchester United second string. I was speaking to Darren Fletcher, of all people, at Old Trafford when we had that memorable game a few weeks ago, and he said Harvey Neville's attitude is absolutely spot on. You'd expect.
I was going to say, would you expect nothing else? Phil's attitude were great, week in and week out. And Gary Neville, obviously his uncle as well, they know how they've been brought up well by the father, aren't they, and the parents.
No pressure on the boy then, is there?
No, none at all.
There's the Everton and Manchester United substitutes, and here come the Blues. A little bit of an untidy entrance onto the pitch. We normally like them to line up in the tunnel and wait for Z cars, but I think Con Uzanidis has paid absolutely no attention to the regulations and just dashed out onto the pitch. He'll be eager to get going, Con Uzanidis, won't he? Proper defender.
Yeah,
Z cars as well.
Everything that comes into the box, you expect him to go and win and compete at least. And his attitude's great. He's determined character, and that's what he expects from his teammates as well. 100%, nothing else.
We were just looking there at a few of the results in Premier League 2. Of late, Everton can move up the table tonight with a victory. Manchester United score goals, Snods, but they also concede a lot of goals as well. You get the impression when you watch United's under-23 side that if you can get at them, there's goals in there for you.
Well, that's what David Unsworth and his coaching staff will have said. Come on, can we get an early goal? Can we put United under pressure in the first 10-15 minutes? And let's see how they can defend. And it'll be interesting. First 15 minutes. We've got to take the game to United.
Start quickly, just as the first team did at Anfield at the weekend with a corner after 6 seconds. I don't think I've seen a quicker corner in all my time of watching Everton. I don't think I've seen us win a corner quicker than the 6 seconds it took at Anfield on Saturday.
I didn't really see Richarlison. I've usually got my hand over my eyes, Das, for the first 20 minutes when we play Liverpool. But what
even in your playing days.
yeah, great result.
We are ready to go here. Can the under-23s put the icing on the cake and cap what has been a fabulous weekend for Everton Football Club? We're underway at Southport. Everton against Manchester United. This is the only Monday night football you need. Premier League 2 action. And, Manchester United win the ball on the halfway line. Nathan Broadhead got the captain's armband tonight for the Toffees. He's picked up the mantle that Ellis Sims left when he went to Blackpool. United have the ball on the edge of their own penalty area. Here's Harvey Neville. Wins a throw-in.
What we've got to do tonight, just quickly at seeing that line up there, Nathan Broadhead's going to be playing against probably 4 Man United at the back. So what the midfield have got to push on, Das. They can't leave a big gap in between themselves and Nathan. So they've got to push on very quickly.
Well, there's enough of them to push on, isn't there? Early touch for João Virginia. Ryan Astley to Kyle John, who we heard from before the game. Slots it into the danger zone. And it's headed back to Matej Kovar by Harvey Neville. Swiderski. Fernandez. Infield to Charlie McCann. Manchester United scored a very late goal to beat Everton by 2-1 at the Lee Sports Village earlier in the season. I was at that game. It was heartbreak for the Blues. It came right on the back of a last gasp penalty defeat against Manchester City as well. It was a rather unfortunate couple of weeks for Everton, so hopefully we can turn the tables this evening and get one over on the Manchester United side, coached by Neil Wood. Good little spin there by Charlie McCann. There's not a lot of him, but he's got quick feet.
I was just going to say that about Man United's team. They're not the biggest team.
No, they're not. Oh, Thierry Small there, just off camera. It's fallen on the floor. Here's Isaac Price. It's a poor ball, though. Just need to compose ourselves and settle into this game, Snods.
Yeah, Man United look busy in the midfield area. We've got a couple of small guys in there who are wanting the ball even at this early stage. So it's important when we get the ball, we try and keep it for a period of time.
Poor ball forward by Harvey Neville. Picked up by Joe Anderson. Here's Ryan Astley. Kyle John skips past McCann. Loves scampering forward, Kyle John, doesn't he? But pushes it too far, and Alvaro Fernandez takes it off him rather easily. Then Fernandez gets it back off Charlie McCann. Plays it in field to Joe Hugill, who's in terrific form for Manchester United. The first effort of the game. Oh, I thought that had gone in.
I thought it had
for
gone
the corner.
In. Wicked deflection there, and thankfully just gone wide of our far post. But
Mark Helm it was with the effort. Here's the replay.
Who did it come off? Daz just having a little look there. Can't really see from that one, but we were quite fortunate there. Nothing you can do about that when you get a deflection like that.
It's a big Con Uzanidis. It comes off.
It's off Con. Oh. Thankfully, it never spun as well the other way.
In comes the corner kick. Everton under a bit of early pressure here. It's inside the penalty area, and it's gathered safely by João Virginia, who was totally and utterly wrong-footed with that one.
Yeah,
he wasn't getting it, was he?
No, there was nothing he could do. And nothing that Con could do either. He just got in a little block, and thankfully it spun the other side of the post.
Nathan Broadhead. It's going to be a long night for Nathan Broadhead.
Yeah, it's tough up there on your own. Well, not that I'd know, but after watching players during my time, and obviously when I've been watching games when I've finished football as well, it's a thankless task up there on your own, and that's why Dominic Calvert-Lewin for them couple of years, we know he was only a young lad, but he did fantastically well on his own up there.
Did well, didn't he, when he came on as well on Saturday?
Yeah.
They all did.
Definite penalty.
All day long. Good header by Con Uzanidis. That might break for Broadhead. No, it's cleared by the Manchester United skipper Will Fish. Galbraith to McCann. In goes Everson. Wins the challenge, but there's nobody there to take advantage for Everton. Dangerous ball.
I thought that was a free kick.
So did I. I don't think it was a case of him protecting the ball. I think it was a case of him nudging his opponent off the ball. Now then, Alvaro Fernandez picks up possession, but Kyle John puts a foot in and then gets his ankles clipped, and that's a free kick for Everton.
Yeah, and it was a free kick as well. Yeah, started good tempo to the game. Man United quite busy in the midfield area.
João Virginia will take the free kick. I'm having a few messages sent to me saying Boris Johnson is starting his press conference. Doesn't he know there's a game on? You'll pick it all up later on. Enjoy the coverage of Everton against Manchester United. Tyler Onyango flicks it on, but Fernandez is there for United. Hugill gives it straight to Nathan Broadhead. Just couldn't move his feet quickly enough, and Manchester United can mop up again. Scored 4 goals against Liverpool. Joe Hugill, the centre forward, recently. Manchester United's last 4 results, by the way, Snods. They beat Arsenal 3-0. They beat Blackburn 6-4. They beat Liverpool 6-3 and lost 4-2 at Leicester.
Well, they've got goals in them, but as you said, they concede a few as well. So
hopefully we'll get a few goals tonight.
Let's hope so.
In the right end. 6 minutes on the clock. Steady start to the game so far, isn't it? Manchester United rather unfortunate to see the deflected effort from Mark Helm spin wide of the post. There's Hugill in round the back. Joe Anderson for company, and Hugill wins the corner kick for Manchester United, their second one of the game.
Yeah, just got caught sleeping there. Just one hopeful ball from a throw-in, just played in behind our defence, and that's one thing that we can't do. We've got 3 centre-backs and we shouldn't get caught out really with just one ball over the top. United are only playing with probably Hugill up front, and midfield are then supporting him from there.
Corner kick for Manchester United. Low, headed into the air by Joe Anderson. Isaac Price goes across to win the ball for Everton and does well and wins a throw-in for The Toffees, just waiting for it to catch light a bit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Man United have had a little bit of possession. We've yet to really get started.
Hughes dispossessed. Galbraith. Good bit of footwork by Galbraith. The ball breaks for Alvaro Fernandez on this left-hand side. It's a young Manchester United side tonight. 9 of them are in their teens. Martinez. Just trying to work an opening. Can't do so. So he goes back to Ethan Galbraith. There's Harvey Neville. Helm. Reece Devine. Time to turn for Galbraith. Should we be giving him that much time, Snods?
Does that sort of thing. Do you know, we're playing one up front. Surely we've got enough in midfield not to allow that. The lad Galbraith, who looks a tidy little footballer, to be honest, we can't give him time and space to come off and get it off his back foot. We've got to at least push one of our midfield players onto it.
He's an international footballer, Ethan Galbraith. He's won 2 caps already for Northern Ireland, and he's also played for the Manchester United first team. So, good spot. He is a good little footballer. Tyler Onyango, who of course has also got a wee bit of first team experience under his belt now. Astley to Onyango. I want to see Tyler boss these games now, Snods, don't we? Now that he's had, as they say, he's had a bowl of soup with the first team.
Yeah, but he's training with the first team, and when you're training with the first team, you get confidence. And you're right, he should be bossing these games.
Here's Thierry Small. He is full of confidence. Low cross into the penalty area, cleared away, and Small can't get the return ball. Harvey Neville breaks it away to Helm. Martinez picks it up for Manchester United, crosses the halfway line. Onyango in pursuit, got to be careful not to foul.
Just on, as you said, he does.
Right on cue. Free kick for Manchester United.
Look a little bit sharper at the minute, Man United, in the midfield area especially.
Moving it about quicker on.
Yeah.
Here's Ethan Galbraith for United. Picks out Martin Swiderski. McCann fizzes the ball into Hugill, and Ryan Astley is able to guide the ball back to João Virginia. That's all Nathan Broadhead can do, Snods, isn't it? Get it under control and see what he can get.
It's then the responsibility of the midfield players to get up in sport and make little handles for him that he can lay it off.
Kyle John to Onyango, back to Kyle John again. Another throw in.
I know it's a really, really tough ball, but now and again, if they look up, Thierry Small is just keeping his width on that left-hand side. Just take it one touch out your feet, and if he can just try and ping a 40-50 yard ball, switch play.
Isaac Price turns into trouble then. Poor awareness by the young man. Ethan Galbraith leads the charge. He's got Mark Helm with him in support. Galbraith will go by himself, and again it's just past the post. They're knocking on the door here, Manchester United, and just a bit of midfield naivety there from
yeah, it was. He just got caught thinking, where am I going to play it? Because we've only got one up front. It's difficult when you pick the ball up to think, because you just think, I'm going to hit it to a Man United defender.
Everton, surely that's a foul at some point by the 17-year-old Spaniard Alvaro Fernandez, who joined Manchester United last year from Real Madrid. Here's that opportunity again. It wasn't a million miles away, Snods.
Yeah, did you have it covered? I don't know. It's a decent effort.
Price better. Wide to Kyle John. Oh, I was going to say miscontrol, but Kyle John kept it in play. Then he slides Everson in. Everson's first time ball is going to reach Thierry Small if he's quick enough to keep it in, and he does down by the corner flag on that left-hand side. He's got support from Reece Hughes. Reece Hughes trying to work it onto his left foot, does so. Not a bad effort, but doesn't really trouble the goalkeeper. But better, Snob.
Yeah, better. It's his first really attempt on the Man United goal, to be honest. Just a ball over it. I thought the ball was out of play down this near side then.
I actually think it was.
Yeah, we just see the shot there. It's worth an effort from there anyway.
Yeah. Well, he's got it in his locker, hasn't he, Reece Hughes?
He certainly has.
One goal this season, and it was in a Merseyside derby. Fernandez
Astley makes it his.
I can't believe teams play out from the back like that. We're getting it at this level. You get it first team layout. I just think
It's just fashionable, isn't it?
yeah, but I just think if you push right onto them, they can't play out. Just make them kick the ball.
That Barcelona side have got an awful lot to answer for, haven't they? I mean, that was lucky because that pass was not aimed.
No, it wasn't.
For Divine. Good play by Tyler Onyango. Now can he spot Rhys Hughes there on the left hand side? Onyango's going to go himself. He's powering through. Reaches Hughes. No, it's cleared by Harvey Neville at the last second, but a good break from Tyler Onyango.
That's what I want to see him doing more. Pick up the ball and try and run at the
here we go
out
again.
of the defence.
It's lively now from Everton. It's a super ball in. Oh, just inches too high for Nathan Broadhead. It was a great ball in by Einar Iversen. It's picked up by Thierry Small, who keeps it alive. He's going to take on Neville. Infield to Isaac Price. Anderson. It's a poor ball by Anderson. Tyler Onyango always at a stretch, and then Con Uzanidis whacks it to relative safety. It'll be a throw in on the far side. What a ball in from Einar Iversen.
Don't come better than that. It really doesn't. He's got it on the. But we just see. This is what I want to see him doing more. Looking bursting forward into that Man United penalty box. But the ball from Iversen was a super ball.
This is where Tyler's got to back himself, isn't it? He's got the ability, he's got the pace and the power to get into these positions, and even if it doesn't come off, he's got to try again and again and again.
Of course, because it's in Man United's last third. But watch this for a ball. This is you don't get any better than this. This is a terrific ball. Oh, Nathan just couldn't get it on the end of it.
Even with his lockdown curly mop, he just couldn't manage to reach that. Nathan Broadhead.
I think if Ellis Sims had been there, I think it'd have been 1-0.
Yeah.
But he's not. He's playing his trade at Blackpool on loan.
Just a break in play here because there's a Manchester United player who's needed a bit of treatment. It's Anao Martinez. Just limping over to the side. Not sure whether he's going to continue or not. He's walking a bit gingerly. Looks like he's heading for the dressing room. Manchester United haven't brought anybody on, but they're about to. Now, things like this baffle me, Snods. The player went down. He was down on the pitch for about 30 seconds. As soon as the physio got on, he must have known he wasn't going to continue. And the substitute on the far side has got about 6 layers on. And one of the layers is not a Manchester United shirt. So he's now got to get himself ready. It's going to take a few minutes, and Manchester United are down to 10 men. It just baffles me, stuff like that.
Yeah, it is. You should be prepared at all times.
How can a substitute not have his shirt on? Didn't even have his shirt on.
I remember when one of our players never had his sock on.
Sadibi, yeah, Sadibi, one sock, Sadibi. Matej Kovar, the goalkeeper, who's been recalled from Swindon Town. He's very highly rated, the 20-year-old. They think a lot of him at Old Trafford and Carrington. He's been on loan for Swindon, where he's been a regular, and they've called him back. Charlie McCann to Helm. Here's Harvey Neville on that right-hand side. Back to Helm. Infield to Galbraith. Was that a foul by Rhys Hughes? Well, Rhys Hughes thinks not.
David Unsworth thinks not as well. I can hear him bellowing from the side of the touchline. He must have won the ball, because they thought not. David Unsworth thought not.
Manchester United substitute.
He looks as really excited to come on, doesn't he? Look. He's got his hands over his shirt over his hands, his socks down.
Yeah, shirt untucked. You represent Manchester United.
I wouldn't allow it. I'd say get your socks pulled up. Come on, show me your hands.
According to the team sheet, it's Dylan Hoogerworth. Galbraith takes the free kick, and it's straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. 16 minutes gone at the Pure Stadium, the home of Southport Football Club. National League North football, of course, suspended, which is a massive blow for Southport Football Club and everybody else in that division. There is some football being played. The Everton Under-23s will play their home fixtures here. Ryan Astley to Tyler Onyango. Uzanidis. Too rushed. But Rhys Hughes will win it back, and win it back well. Nathan Broadhead. Small. Trying to skip between Helm and Neville. Just didn't quite manage it. Long ball forward towards Huggel. In a race with Uzanidis. Huggel gets there first. The linesman on the far side says that that's
did well there, Con, because the boy looks to have a little bit of pace about him as well, the centre forward. So not only did he match him for his pace, but his strength as well. Just held him up and thankfully just ushered him out of play and throwing to us.
But you know what, Snods? That long ball got Manchester United 75 yards up the pitch.
Yeah. It does. You can play all you want, little tappy football and that, but you're right. One ball is as good as anything else.
Thierry Small will take the throw in. Neville. Sloppy. Hughes picks it up.
That's the ball.
Yeah.
But that's brilliant from Hughes because he knew, as soon as he picked the ball up, he knew that we've got width right and left hand side. He didn't need to, he just hit it over there. It's a great ball.
Galbraith to Will Fish. Divine. United just content to keep the ball in their own half of the field. Then Galbraith plays a good pass to Helm. Helm has space to turn into. Now Manchester United are looking threatening. Helm still has possession, but he's forced to release the ball. Galbraith has it again. Helm has it again. In goes Everson. Play on, says the referee. Bit of an untidy challenge from the Norwegian. But a good pressing from Everton.
Yeah, it is. Good shape as well about him. When Man United are attacking, we're getting back into his shape, but just look a little bit more comfortable at the minute, United on the ball.
Yes, they do. That's because is that because they're getting a bit more space?
Yeah, I think the couple of their better players are the midfield players, to be honest, and they look very comfortable on the ball.
Good challenge by Ryan Astley. It'll be a throw in for Manchester United. I always try to keep the team sheets from these type of games so I can look back in a few years and see who actually came through. I mean, the drop-off rate, Snods, is massive, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's the biggest step they'll ever take, isn't it? Bridging the gap between under-23 football and first-team football.
Yeah, you'd love to. Oh, here we go.
Here's a chance. Reece Hughes, early ball, well defended by Reece Divine because Nathan Broadhead was up and away then. Good turn by Helm. He looks lively. Helm carries the ball forward. Helm shoots for goal. Safely gathered by João Virginia. Lively little chap, isn't it?
Yeah, they've just got, as I said, they've got a couple of them that pick the ball up and they're quite sharp and small in stature, but yeah, they love to run at the heart of our defence, and a couple of strikes on goal that they've had.
Warrington boy Mark Helm. Here's Astley. Under pressure from Huggel. Has to go back to João Virginia and start again. Headed on by Anderson. Nobody there. Good strong challenge by Hughes. Now Tyler Onyango plays the ball, sweeps it wide to Thierry Small. Nice control by Thierry Small. He's going to run at Neville again. Is he going to shoot for goal? He is. It's blocked by Fish. In goes Isaac Price, wins it for Everton. Hughes inside the penalty area, blocked again. No way through for Everton on that occasion, and United can bring it away. In goes Everson. Breaks for Everson again. Now possibilities here. Good ball. Nathan Broadhead. Chance for Broadhead. Oh, saved by the goalkeeper. Straight at him. Broadhead picks it up again for Everton. Kyle John. Not many players in blue shirts in the penalty area. Kyle John again. Good football by Everton. Kyle John's low ball. Isaac Price just couldn't get there. I'd like to have seen a couple more bodies in the box there.
Yes, but it's Nathan will be disappointed he's not really scored, to be honest. I think
it was a chance, wasn't it?
I'd back him all the time. He's usually a calm, cool finisher in them situations. Just thought he rushed it a little bit, but good football to get him in there.
Yeah. Now then, can Everton come again? Isaac Price to Astley. Turn is the shout. Broadhead does turn. The foot comes in from Hugo Earth.
see the chance again. I'm sure we're going to see the chance again here.
It's a good ball.
It's a lovely little ball down the side. Oh, he's got to score.
Yeah.
He's got to score. He'll be disappointed when he sees that back, because he's usually a good finisher, composed finisher, and just either side of the keeper.
A little bit like James Rodriguez's ball for Richarlison, that wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Great little ball. Lovely weight on it.
Either side of the goalkeeper, and Nathan Broadhead opens the scoring there. But it remains 0-0. 22.5 minutes gone at Southport. Had a little bit of sunshine round here today.
It's been beautiful. I've had my shorts on. I'm walking today, Daz.
Oh, goodness me.
My Everton shorts, my Everton top. I just wanted to rub it in if there were a few Liverpool fans.
Hugoworth plays it in field. First time effort, good save by João Virginia. It was a quick move from Manchester United. Charlie McCann with the final effort, and a decent save by João Virginia.
Yeah, nice sight for João then, but good football again. Man United breaking forward from midfield. It's good first attempt. It's comfortable height for him, really.
Yeah. Straight
but
up.
it's a save that he's got to make.
Yep. Corner kick. The game's starting to open up a little bit now. Maybe corner. The first time United have had a corner on this left-hand side. Everybody back for Everton. Decent corner comes in, still inside the penalty area, bouncing around, headed away by Kyle John, picked up by Hugoworth. McCann on the edge of the penalty area, cushions the header into the channel. There's nobody there, and Tyler Onyango will see the ball safely just about over the line. Goal kick for Everton. 0-0 Snods, 24 minutes gone.
Yeah, just I'd like to see us playing Man United's half a little bit more than we are doing. We've got in a couple of times, but I think all the possession, all the football's been played in our half at the minute. We just need to either get them turned or get down each flank. I think the two wide players, Small and John, are two outlet balls.
That's Kovar. Finds Galbraith. Play through him a lot, don't they?
Yeah, he's a neat footballer, neat and tidy, sharp as well.
Yeah. McCann. Helm again, he's another danger man. Infield, inside the penalty area. Good foot in by Ryan Ashley, had to get that right. Here's Galbraith. Good ball in by Fernandez, headed away by Joe Anderson. And Rhys Hughes relieved the pressure. It's a foul in the back of Nathan Broadhead, surely, and the referee concurs, and it's a free kick for Everton just to relieve the pressure a wee bit.
Yeah, I just don't like to see that. They're just playing balls through our midfield, Daz. They're picking balls up a little bit deeper, and then we've got enough in there in the midfield area to prevent that, and they're slotting balls past our midfield into their players, and that should not be happening.
It's a poor free kick from Joe Anderson. He's better than that. Straight to McCann. Hugill, foot in again by Ryan Astley, who's started the game well. Here he is again to Tyler Onyango. Rhys Hughes, great first time ball. Now this time Nathan Broadhead through on goal. Oh, what a delightful finish by Nathan Broadhead. It's a wonderful worked goal, superbly finished by Broadhead. And as we approach 26 minutes here at Southport, Everton 1, Manchester United 0.
What did we say about his finishing? We thought he rushed his other one, he just got his head down, and I said he'd be disappointed, but I tell you what, I take everything back. What a finish that was, because I said he's usually composed in front of goal, and you don't get much better composure than that. The keeper's trying to stay big as long as he can. He went down, and it's just a little dink. It's a great first time ball from Hughes. It's perfect, but what a finish.
What a finish.
Really calm, but great ball.
And I'll tell you what I like about that as well. He will have been disappointed that he didn't score with his earlier efforts. It might have been on his mind, but it certainly didn't show, and it was a lovely little finish.
It's a great finish.
Everton 1, Manchester United 0. Nathan Broadhead's 4th goal of the Premier League 2 campaign. Puts the Toffees in the driving seat here at Southport. Bouzanides wins the first ball. Joe Anderson picks up the second. Oh, lovely flick by Thierry Small is Rhys Hughes. He's starting to enjoy himself now, Rhys Hughes.
Do you know what? I've been impressed with him this first 26 minutes, 27 minutes. I think he's probably been Everton's best player.
Kyle John. Everson. Isaac Price. Decent ball from Isaac Price. Everson won't win the chase though, but he will win a throw-in, and Isaac Price's forward pass gets Everton right up the pitch.
Good football. Last couple of minutes.
Yeah. Been a decent game, hasn't it, to be fair?
Yeah.
Took a while to get going. Here's that Nathan Broadhead goal again. Great angle, this nods. Dink.
It's a tremendous little finish. The ball made it.
Yeah.
The ball first time from Reece was a great ball.
Good movements as well by Broadhead. Cracking goal all round. Everton 1, Manchester United 0. The good weekend just keeps going. Kyle John to Tyler Onyango. Little spin and wins a throw in again. We always want more though, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We're never satisfied, are we?
We want to go in a couple of goals to the good.
Yeah.
Little flick from Isaac Price. It was worth an effort, but well defended by Reece Devine. Alvaro Fernandez. Well, we've got Man United penned in a little bit here, Snods, and as you say, they're still trying to play their way out of the back, and it's not working.
Yeah, but we're not allowing them now. Whereas before they were just finding it quite easy to pass through us. Now they're not. The boys are closing down a lot quicker than they were at the start of the game.
Isaac Price goes in and wins it back for Everton.
I'd like to see Thierry. I don't want to see him do step overs and tricks every time he gets the ball. He's got pace, and he's strong enough just to get it and just push it past young Neville at right back and take him on that way. He doesn't have to do a trick every time it comes to him.
Sometimes the old-fashioned ways are the best, aren't they? Push and run if you're quick
especially
enough.
when you've got paces that Thierry's got.
Harvey Neville will take this throw in. Foot in by Tyler Onyango. Approaching the half-hour mark here. David Unsworth will have been a lot happier at the last 15 minutes than he was at the first 15.
Very much so, yeah. It took us a little bit to get started. See, look at the tenacity there now.
Tigerish play. Now Isaac Price slides it towards Everson, just can't get there. And the referee has penalised Einar Everson. It was a nice break. The final ball just wasn't.
Yeah, because we're closing down in the right areas, not allowing Man United now to have 3 and 4 touches each play and get on the ball and find a pass. We're closing down in 2s and 3s. Sorry.
Toffees can go 3rd in Premier League 2 with a win. We're currently 7th. Manchester City lead the way on 31 points. Blackburn Rovers are 2nd. Now then, here's an opportunity again. Reece Hughes, Thierry Small this time breaking clear. Thierry Small is in on goal here. Good save by the goalkeeper. Thierry Small take too heavy a touch, do you think?
Yeah, he did. His first touch, obviously, he's only touched first touch. He just knocked it too far. Another lovely weighted ball from Reece Hughes. But that's what we're talking about, though, Daz. See his pace there. The defender could not live with him. And this touch then.
There you go.
Yeah. A better touch, and he puts that away.
He makes the goalkeeper's mind up for it.
Yeah,
doesn't need to come
but it's
out.
a lovely, again, weighted ball.
He's starting to control the game, Reece Hughes, isn't he?
Yeah, he's 30 minutes into the game. I think he's been very, very good.
Hugill for Manchester United to Hugoworth. Into the edge of the penalty area to Charlie McCann. Manages to turn Charlie McCann. And rather scuffs the shot wide. It takes a deflection en route. It's a corner kick. Shouldn't be allowed to turn.
No, you wouldn't have thought so. I think the 2 central defenders will be having a word with each other there. Come on, can we get tighter? Don't allow him to turn in the box.
Another corner kick for Manchester United. Charlie McCann there joined Manchester United from Coventry City in 2017 as the corner comes in. There's Reece Hughes again. Plays another almost a decent ball. The sliding challenge comes in from Martin Swiderski. Here's McCann for Manchester United. Hugoworth the substitute on the far side. Early replacement for Ano Martinez. Spaniard, who was stricken early doors and had to leave the field. Mark Helm. Watched all the way by Joe Anderson. Broadhead. Now then, Einar Everson on this right-hand side. He's forced wide, Everson, but he's picked it up. Waiting for a little bit of support in the middle. Or is he going to go himself? Can he pull the
I
trigger?
tell you what, he's done very,
really
very
well.
well there, because there was only Nathan Broad that had got into the box, and he was struggling. He's thinking, well, United have got 4 and 5 players back there. Who do I find? He's checked back on himself here. He's done brilliantly.
Yeah.
Got a shot in. He's well defended, well blocked, but he did well there, did Everson.
Reece Devine it was with the challenge. Minor Everson already scored a couple of goals this season for Everton. Corner kick. Now then, Reece Hughes has provided an assist already in this game. He'll take the corner. Cleared by McCann, chased down by Isaac Price. Throw in for Everton. Kyle John will take it. Nathan Broadhead waits inside the penalty area. Kyle John launches it, headed away. Broadhead, bit of space here for Joe Anderson. Kills the ball into the penalty area, decent ball in. Fernandez header picked up by Kyle John, another decent ball in. And Alvaro Fernandez does well, plays it down this left-hand channel, looking for the ever-willing Joe Hugill, who just about keeps it in play, but Ryan Astley puts a foot in, and it's a corner kick for Manchester United. Quick counter-attack.
Yeah, we're thinking about putting the ball in the box then, and all of a sudden we're defending in our own probably 18-yard box there, and it's quick turnaround for Man United, defending 1 second and then they get a corner at the other end.
Ethan Galbraith will take it for Manchester United. The ball nowhere near.
I was just going to say, he might as well put it on the 18-yard line.
Linesman in front of us in the commentary box is looking right at it as well. I mean, it's not going to make that much difference. It sounds a little bit churlish to whinge about it, but the quadrant's there for a reason. If the ball's not in it, they shouldn't take it.
Absolutely.
You wouldn't be able to take a penalty from anywhere other than the spot, would you? Come on, linesman, liven yourself up. Ryan Astley will take this throw in for the Toffees. Galbraith. Nice reverse ball to Hugoworth. Everton break it down though. Nathan Broadhead's on his bike. Then he checks and Evers picks him out well. Well played. Tyler Onyango to Anderson. David Unsworth urging him forward. Anderson plays a long ball forward, but it's a poor ball from Joe Anderson in truth, Nods.
And do you know what? Recently, in the weeks that we've been covering him, he usually knocks that great cross-field ball really, really well, does Joe. Just on a couple of occasions now, he's just overhit it or not found one of his teammates.
Just under 10 minutes plus whatever the referee wants to add on at the end of the first half. Hughes tries to direct it towards Thierry Small, but Harvey Neville guides it back to the goalkeeper. Such pressure, isn't it, for young Harvey, to be fair? Your dad and your uncle have played for England.
Massive pressure. You don't wish it on anybody, because everybody, all the fans think, well, he's not as good as his dad and his uncle, and he's through no fault of his own.
Absolutely. There's McCann. Did you get the sibling rivalry with your Glyn? Because he's the older one, wasn't he, when you first started out, Snods?
Nah, we're much better than him anyway, so... Even though I was 3 years younger, I was still better than him.
I take it he's not watching tonight.
No. He might be here, actually.
He could be here, yeah.
He comes to a few games, doesn't he, Daz? Yeah.
In his scouting capacity, obviously. Tyler Onyango just waited a little bit too long. There wasn't sufficient pace on the ball.
No, there wasn't.
There's Alvaro Fernandez, likes getting forward, but he's been well shackled by Kyle John, the boy from North Wales, has kept a good eye on the boy from Madrid. Here's Galbraith, the Northern Ireland, fully fledged Northern Ireland international. Swiderski to Devine. Tyler Onyango forward, shouts David Unsworth, and Onyango obliges. Now chance for Thierry Small to run up the fullback, and again he tries an early cross and it's blocked by Will Fish, and that's how the little trickery does come off. Then there's a couple of more step overs from Thierry Small, but in truth it wasn't precise enough.
No, great little flick in the first move that he had. Then he did his step overs, whether he needed to do that, and then he probably overhit his pass to Tyler there.
Hell. Swiderski back to Reece Devine, former Manchester City player. There's a couple of players in this United side who crossed the Manchester divide. I would think if you're a young player at Manchester City, you've got to be absolutely, you've got to be
full forward,
international class.
Yeah, you've got to be full forward. No, that's your lot probably.
Devine. You'd say that, wouldn't you? If somebody came from Manchester City, came knocking for your young boy, you'd say, wait a minute, what chance has he got?
Yeah, there's nothing better, is than seeing homegrown talent come through your system and then into your first team.
By the way, Tom Davies is on fire at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, he's playing really, really well. Determined performances the last four or five games.
Set himself very high standards, and thus far he's maintained them. Brilliant to see, as you say. We love to see the young players coming through, and that's why these broadcasts get such good viewing figures. It's not just our expert analysis and commentaries nods, it's the opportunity for the punters to see the young players. It's a little bit congested over on that far side. Reece Hughes sorts it out and plays it back to Joe Anderson. We've got 6 minutes left of what's been a decent first half here at Southport. Everton leading by 1-0. Nice turn by Isaac Price. Good ball as well to Reece Hughes. Nice ball from Hughes to Thierry Small. Infield to Nathan Broadhead. Again, nobody in the box for Everton. Broadhead might not need anybody, but runs into a cul-de-sac, has to play it back to Hughes, and then Hughes gives it straight to Charlie McCann. Here's Anderson. Played some decent stuff, Snodder.
Yeah, they had this, especially this last 15-20 minutes. They've got it down, start to pass.
That's a great ball from Price. Can Kyle John keep it in? Yes, he can. Kyle John now steadies himself, has a little look up, kills the ball in towards Isaac Price. Oh, and he just got underneath it, didn't attack it with any conviction, really, did he?
I think it was used as...
Oh, it's his Hughes, sorry,
yeah,
it was his Hughes.
It was decent ball, switch ball across to Kyle John. It's a decent delivery into the box. Didn't really go with much conviction, did he?
No, wasn't a Duncan Ferguson,
no,
was it?
But at least he's getting in there, he's getting in the box.
Goal kick for Manchester United, who have got 4.5 minutes plus added time to turn this deficit over. Here's Ethan Galbraith, seen an awful lot of the ball in this first half. Telegraphed the pass that read by Ryan Astley, but Galbraith is there again to make amends for Manchester United. Flicks it forward to Mark Helm. Charlie McCann. Ryan Astley just got to touch on it to take it away from Hugill, who'll chase it down, and he skips past Ryan Astley. Hugill, got to be careful here. Hugill, just about to say, gives it straight to Reece Hughes, but Hughes couldn't reach it. And here come Manchester United again. Fernandez. Joe Hugill. Everton have got every man behind the ball, just trying to see out this first half. David Unsworth will be more than satisfied, I'm sure, to go in Snods a goal up.
Yeah, because it started as though Man United were on top and had a couple of chances, but since then, 25 minutes in, it's been Everton's chances that we've had.
Scored 15 goals in their last 3 games, Manchester United, so David Unsworth got his tactics spot on to stifle them and keep them out.
Yeah, they've set up very, very well. We look quite solid.
Chasing down again by Einar Iversen. Swiderski. to Mark Helm. Charlie McCann asks a lot of Alvaro Fernandez, and he can't get the crossing. Out of play, goal kick.
Yeah, we've just got to see this last couple of minutes out now. David will be telling him just keep it tight. Let's go in 1-goal lead.
Stick with us, by the way, at half-time. Coming up at half-time, we'll show you a pick of the action from the first half. We've also got an interview with Tom Davies, and we've got some highlights from the match of the season so far, the 2-0 win against Liverpool. I know you full well you'll never get sick of those. We could play them on a loop for the next 24 hours and people wouldn't get sick of watching it. And we'll bring you some reaction to that as well from Seamus Coleman, all coming up at half-time. But there's still a couple of minutes to go here before the interval. Now, will that break for Reece Hughes? Yes, it will. He squeezes the ball to Thierry Small. There's a bit of space for Thierry Small. Brings it in field, goes for goal and slides the shot just wide. Don't mind that, though.
No, composed effort and on his right foot, not his favoured foot. And he's not afraid to come inside onto that. He's got Phil Neville's lad just shepherd him in there, but he's come across, just didn't get enough curl to put it into that far corner.
3 goals already this season for Thierry Small, the youngest player to ever play for the first team of Everton Football.
See, that's where that shouldn't happen.
Yeah,
we should have bodies there.
Here's McCann. David Unsworth will be livid if Manchester United makes something of this. Charlie McCann, though, is outnumbered. In goes Joe Anderson. There's a man down there. It's Isaac Price.
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit as well.
Took a bit of a whack there in the little melee. Here's Fernandez. McCann. Had a fair bit of the ball, Manchester United, but haven't really caused us any distress.
No, not after the first 10 minutes or so.
What a take by Nathan Broadhead. Oh, he's so unlucky. First touch was delightful. All eyes now on the fourth official. Carl John just stretches and prevents the ball from sailing through to Alvaro Fernandez. Galbraith to Will Fish. Fernandez. Helm plays it wide to Harvey Neville. Neville plays it all the way back. There will be 60 seconds of added time at the end of this first half. 1 minute of added time. For the early substitution for Manchester United. Just see it through now. Snods and Unzi and Ebba will be quite pleased.
Yeah, they will.
If we see it through, just break it off because McCann has the ball on the edge of the penalty area. Goes for goal and he scores. And it's a super goal as well. Look at that. 35 seconds before half-time and Charlie McCann has rifled home an equaliser.
Yeah, they're going to be so disappointed, the coaching staff and the players. McCann's just picked a ball up again. He's got time and space just to open himself up. It's a terrific strike, but did we get close enough to him? Did we work hard enough? But it's a terrific strike, there's no question about that. But could we have done more to prevent him getting a strike on goal? Just Tyler there, he's got to do more. He's just skipped by him on a couple of occasions. He's got an hand to it as well as Joe. Will he be disappointed that he's not kept that out?
This is a better angle, Snods. Well, there you go. Virtually the last kick of the first half, and that man, Charlie McCann, the Manchester United number 11, has brought Manchester United level right on the stroke of half-time. And I think Joe Virginia will be a bit disappointed. He looked a bit disappointed, Snods.
Yeah, I think he will. I think he'd have probably expected to save that. It's a terrific strike with pace, but I just didn't like the time and the space that we give him. Did we work him hard enough to close him down? No, we didn't. And then he's hit a terrific strike. Probably Joe could have saved that.
David Unsworth's half-time team talk has changed in the blink of an eye there, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. I don't think it'll change a lot. He'll be just disappointed. So will Franny and John Eberl. They'll be disappointed that they've given a goal away right on the stroke of half-time. But I'm sure David will say, look, for 25, after the first 10-15 minutes, we played well. We took the game to United. We had chances. So I think he'll be impressed with that. I just think he'll be disappointed with that goal.
Let's have a look at the pick of the action then from that first half. Manchester United started quite well, didn't they? And this was rather fortunate.
Yeah, a couple of just a deflection there off Big Con, the Everton centre half, and yeah, it's certainly going in. I don't think Jardine would have got there, but this is when United were just on top in the first 10-15 minutes. Little Man United midfield player, very useful player, decent strike, thankfully just again wide of that far post, but again,
we took a while to settle into the game.
We didn't close Man United midfield down. We didn't work them hard enough at the first 10-15 minutes, but then we started to get on top a little bit. See Big Tyler bursting forward there. Want to see more of that from him. Want to see more urgency off him. This is a terrific ball. It's a terrific ball. Nathan just couldn't get on the end of it. But you don't get better deliveries than that. That's just crying out to be headed in on goal. This is a lovely first time ball.
Yeah. And Everson.
It's a great ball in behind. Yeah. You seen his goal, how composed he were. He just needed that composure there, just to slot it down the side. Lovely ball. He's had a little glance, and then he just could have just bent a little one into the near post there.
Hugo Worth, the Manchester United substitute, setting up this chance. Good first time shot from Charlie McCann.
Yeah,
decent save.
One for the cameras. Yeah. He'll have had a smile on his face as he's tipping that over.
It was a sighter though from Charlie McCann, as we are later to find out.
Yeah, we're going to see the goal here. That's a great first time ball. The vision of Reece Hughes there, but it's all about the finish as well. Super. But it's a great goal. Lovely first time ball. Lovely finish as he's going. The keeper's standing up. Then he goes down and he just dinks it over him. Terrific finish. You don't get fed up of seeing goals like this.
No. Lovely weight on the pass.
But he
knows exactly what he's going to do.
He's looking at the keeper. He's thinking. He's waiting for the keeper to make his move before Nathan makes his move. And again, it's another lovely ball. Reece Hughes again, lovely weight. And Thierry just overrun it. First touch was a little bit heavy.
Just there, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little touch, and it narrows the angle as well, his touch. So if he got a better touch, then I'm no doubt Thierry would have scored from that angle. As
I mentioned, he has scored 3 goals so far this season. That's probably a better effort, even though it's too wide.
He'll be looking for more. I'm sure they'll have that conversation in the dressing room. But here we just see, it's a good strike. He's got an hand to it. Probably a stronger hand. He should have.
This is a better angle to see the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I'm usually not one for criticising keepers because I know what an hard position it is and never been played there before. But I'm sure if he looks again,
be a bit disappointed. And David Unsworth, as you say, it just changes his half-time team talk. Right, a win for Everton this evening really will, as I said earlier, be the icing on a cake. It will cap what's been a fabulous weekend, a weekend that we've waited a long time for. Everton against Liverpool at Anfield. Here's the pick of the action.
Looking for Richarlison, who is leading the Everton line today in the absence of Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who is on the bench. We expect James Rodriguez to play just behind him. Here's Richarlison! Everton in front inside 3 minutes. And how about this? James Rodriguez with an exquisite pass, and Richarlison was always going to finish that. And Alexander-Arnold swings it high in the wind here at Merseyside. And there's the volleyed effort, which is tipped wide by Jordan Pickford from Henderson. That was a good save by Pickford, because this was very well struck by the Liverpool skipper. What a save that is. Luca Dean's ball in. It's a great ball in. And what a save that is from Alisson to deny the flying header that came in from Seamus Coleman. Firmino again. Oh, he's played it in the penalty area for Sakiri. Now Salah. Great save, Pickford, to deny Mo Salah. And Richarlison turns his man Phillips brilliantly. Calvert-Lewin is sprinting forward. If Richarlison can find him, he can. And Calvert-Lewin is denied first time, then he was fouled. Surely it's a penalty. Everton have a penalty at Anfield. Gylfi Sigurdsson from 12 yards against Alisson. And Sigurdsson scores. Everton lead 2-0. We are almost there. Everton are on course for victory at Anfield. Perfectly placed, out of Alisson's reach. Wijnaldum goes for goal, and there's Pickford again. Another superb piece of goalkeeping. Jordan Pickford springing, leaping, and tipping it over the crossbar. At last, Evertonians can now rejoice in the glory of 2021. A wonderful Everton performance. Victory at Anfield. A day to remember. Liverpool 0, Everton 2.
Seamus, you said to us before the game you were fed up of talking the talk before these derbies and not delivering. So what does it mean now to finally have done it?
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling, you know, coming here all the years and kind of letting ourselves down, but more importantly, letting the blue side of the city down. You know, it's been hard. You know, you can put a face on it and try and brush it off, but you know, it does when you're basically I've been in the city for 10 years. It's difficult to take, and you feel sorry for the fans and fed up coming out with the same cliches after losing them. So to be honest, thank the manager for the way he set us up. The players put in an unbelievable shift, and you know, that was against the champions, so we're delighted.
We saw the way the manager set you up. What was the key message from him?
You know, just to set, for me personally, had to follow Andy Robertson. I think the last time I had a job like that, it was at Stamford Bridge following Ashley Cole about the pitch. But he's a great player, and I tried to stay with him as much as I could. And as a team, it was just to compete and try and play, break the press when we could. But listen, when you're holding a lead, it is difficult to be brave and try and play it from the back. And we probably didn't play as much as we would have liked, but we got the result. Dominic came on and made a difference, and I think for us now, move on from it as quick as possible, because it can't just be a celebration for this. We need to start moving the football club forward, and that goes back to like the likes of Fulham at home and West Ham at home. That's where we need to start being better all round.
You say difficult to be brave when you had the lead. Also in the back of your mind, you've not won here for so long. That's pressure in itself. Yeah, definitely. You know, I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't looking up the clock a few times when it was 1-0. But you know, I thought Jordan was great, but at the same time, I did feel comfortable in the match as well. So all credit and enjoy it. We got 10 days now before the next game. So that's for all the Evertonians the last number of years who've struggled. Well, the only thing that capped today for you, if that header had gone in at the cop end.
I know. You know, I just wanted to get contact on the ball, and I thought Alisson made a great save. Maybe it's a bad miss, but it's a great ball from Lucas, great run. But I thought that would have been the goal, but it wasn't to be. And you know, 2-0. I'm happy.
Seamus Coleman there, absolutely delighted. The only survivor of the last time we beat Liverpool, of course, all those years ago at Goodison Park. Everybody at the club so pleased for Seamus to break his Anfield duck. Another man in great form, as myself and Snods alluded to earlier on in the evening, is Tom Davies. We caught up with Tom Davies last week.
I love Liverpool. It's my hometown, and I think you're definitely a product of your environment. And me growing up in the city, got a good family around me, and the people in Liverpool are good people. So yeah, I'm grateful I'm from here, and any chance I get, I try and give back to the city for all it's done for me. I love it. It's my team, it's my club. I've come through the academy, I've supported the club since I was a boy, and now I'm playing in the first team, and as I said, for any kid growing up, that's the dream. So I'm actually living it out, and yeah, it's fantastic. So I just want to keep doing it as long as I can. I'll never forget where I've come from, and I think that's down to my family and the way I've been brought up, the friends I've got around me, and they're all so proud. Obviously it's tough at the minute because everyone's watching from home, and they love it. They'd all love to come along and watch, but just for everyone's safety and health, we've got to do the right thing, which is staying at home. But yet they spend every minute with me, and they live the dream through me, really, and with me. So we're all very tight, and yeah, it's good to have the family there to support me. Well, on a personal level, I try and help out with the homeless when I can. There's a group that I go out with, Sunday Supper Projects. They help out to give food and clothing and just anything you need, really, if you are homeless. And for me, as I said, like growing up in the city, I do see it a lot, and it breaks me heart to see people from Liverpool not having a place to go or have any food or being hungry. So it does break my heart. So for me, it's only right that I try and help out, as anyone in my position would do. So for that's just something I try and do. And then with the club, they have a great setup. Everything in the community is fantastic with everything they do, and from a young age in the academy, it's sort of ingrained in you to help out when you can. And it's more than just the football; it's the bigger picture, the city, the community you bring with it. So everyone coming through the academy gets to know that, and the players now they're all switched on to it, and we like to try and help out whenever we can. Yeah.
Tom Davies there in excellent form for Everton, and there's the Premier League 2 table. So a victory for Everton. We've got a better goal difference than third place Tottenham Hotspur. So if we can take 3 points here, Snods, we will move up to third in the table. We'll still be 6 points behind Manchester City, but it's a platform because there's still quite
there's not a lot in it, is there? Obviously West Ham are well adrift at the bottom, but everybody else is got decent amount of points, and it's like the Premier League. Anybody can beat anybody.
Snods, let me ask you, from your experience in the game, Leicester and West Ham are in the top 4 in the Premier League. So why are the 23s in the bottom 2 of the Premier League 2? Does that indicate a massive gap in quality between perhaps the main side and what's underneath?
Yeah, perhaps it does, but I'm sure Leicester City have added some of their youngsters to the first team squad. I've noticed that they've got a decent array of talent coming through, but they seem to be struggling for some reason for points. But it's not all about, we've mentioned it before, it's great to win games. That's what you're in a league for, to win games, but it's also about bringing youngsters forward into your first team.
Some results from last week there: Chelsea 2, Liverpool 3, Arsenal 0, Manchester City 2, the league leaders in Premier League 1 and Premier League 2. And there you go, Blackburn Rovers home game against West Ham United certainly went true to form. Blackburn Rovers 4, West Ham United 1. Southampton 1, Derby County 0. And well, wishful thinking there. Everton 1, Manchester United 0. That they've missed off Charlie McCann's goal there. We wish it was 1-0. And Leicester City are leading Brighton by a goal to 0. Everton are back out on the pitch here. And David Unsworth, it must have been so frustrating for Unsy, as it is for any coach, to concede with the last kick of the half, because you've got your half-time, I would think you've got your half-time, the basis of your half-time team talk sorted in your mind, and then bang, in the blink of an eye, it's gone. Yeah,
because David had been talking to Franny, and we just need to keep this tight, and we need to do this and need to do that. Then all of a sudden you're right, bang, it's 1-1. And you've not even got time to go up the field and try and rectify that. Whistle's gone, and the disappointment's there to take in that dressing room.
That's decent form, though, Snods, isn't it? We can see that on the screen. Just the 1 defeat in the last 7 games, and that was against Manchester City.
Yeah, it is. It's good form. I'm sure David will be delighted with the boys' efforts recently, and this game's all to play for, Daz. It really is. The last 25 minutes, I've seen enough that we can go on and win this game.
Here come Manchester United. Eventually, we've got 45 minutes to go here. There's Manchester United's form. Look at the goals there, Snods. They've won 3-0, they've won 6-4, they've won 6-3, they've lost 4-2, they've lost 6-1 against Chelsea, they've drawn 2-2 against City, beat Southampton 3-1. You're guaranteed goals when Man United under-23s are in town, that's for sure.
You are, but let's hope that the one they've got just before half-time is their only goal tonight.
There we go. 45 minutes to go here at the Pure Stadium, the home of Southport Football Club. Super Football Club, by the way, Southport. Everybody does so well to make us so welcome here. And the referee gets the second half underway, and there's a little bit of a chill in the air now, Snods.
Yeah, it's just starting to get a little bit cold, but I'm sure this 45 minutes could warm us up.
Chance to get the ball in the penalty area early doors. Kyle John puts a great ball in. Broadhead's there. He just gets too much on it. Difficult chance for Nathan Broadhead. So difficult just to sort of glance it from there. But look at that. 17 seconds into the second period.
Just needed a little touch. It's another terrific ball in. Kyle John this time getting forward. Picked him out lovely. He's got up. He was brave because the keeper's coming out as well. He'll have had one eye on the keeper, but just a little touch. And what a start that would have been to the second half.
Good interception by Joe Anderson on this near side. Hughes, look at the space for Broadhead in the middle of Hughes, spots him. Hughes carries the ball forward himself. Is he going to go all alone? It's blocked by Fernandez and then cleared by Helm. Here's Hugoworth for United. Nice start to the second half, Snods.
Yeah,
this is a sign of things to come.
Very bright.
Manchester United win the corner. We've had the lot in the opening 65 seconds of the second half. Just thought it was going to open up for Reece Hughes there.
Yeah, again, he just picked the ball up. We've seen him numerous times, especially in that first half, getting forward. His passing ability is quite good, but then seeing what he was all about. Strike on goal. Good block from the United defenders.
Corner kick on this right-hand side for Manchester United. Mark Helm will take it. Everybody back for Everton. Not the best corner. Volleyed away by Hughes, and it will come out of play on this near side for a throw-in for the Red Devils, which Ethan Galbraith thinks about taking and then leaves it for Harvey Neville. Just drops it in short. Gets it back again. Helm. Back to Will Fish, the skipper. Galbraith to McCann, the goal scorer. Something you noticed early doors, they're not the biggest team.
No, they're not.
They're not. They're quick and nippy.
The centre back's probably the only one with the height, really.
So you'd like to think we should be fairly safe from set pieces.
Well, I'd like to see us get some set pieces, some corners, and get them in that 6-yard box.
Goal kick for Everton. Got a WhatsApp at half time from my nephew who's watching the game at home this evening, Daniel Kehoe, massive Evertonian. Here's Thierry Small for the Toffees. He likes a little step over, doesn't he? I'm sure he'll drill that out of him. Great ball from Isaac Price.
Oh, he's so unlucky there.
Yeah, just the wrong time to bounce, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a decent ball. He's looked up, he's seen Kyle John making strides down that right hand side, and he switched the ball. Fortunately, just a little bit over it, but that's the right ball.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Onzi will coach these step overs out of Thierry Small.
Yeah.
Chairman's watching again tonight, Snods.
He's
made a great point at half time as well. He was scoured in the newspapers, as you would expect on Sunday morning after the game on Saturday. And so many lads who Unzi have coached are out on loan and making a living in the lower leagues. It's what it's all about, isn't it?
Of course it is. It's just a work ethic that David installs in his players that other managers of league clubs like, because every time we play an under-23 fixture, it's like a proper game of football. David likes us to get stuck in, play at a good tempo, and that's what managers look for in players.
Hugoworth is on the edge of the penalty area for Manchester United. Feeds it in field to Hugill. He's their top scorer. Shoots straight at the goalkeeper. Comfortable save.
Yeah, when you said he before the game does that he were in form, he scores goals, I expected him to hit the target. Well, he hit the target, but didn't really make Jal worked too hard.
Reece Hughes. Get after that, he says to Nathan Broadhead, and Nathan Broadhead gets there before Will Fish, and Fish tries to get back at him and spun away on this near side of the throw. And I thought Nathan Broadhead was going to be away there on the left.
Yeah, he did. He just little bit of movement just over the top, got in there.
There's the chance for Manchester United.
It's a poor finish, really. He's
doesn't catch it, does he?
No, he's not struck it with any conviction.
Harvey Neville with the throw-in, gets it back off Helm. Fish plays it forward, but it's out of play. It'll be another throw-in for Everton. Nice tempo to the second half, Snods.
Yeah, it started decent. We're only really 5 minutes into it, and some good football played, good pace to the game.
Astley gets that all wrong. An unused substitute in the Champions League as Matej Kova, the Manchester United goalkeeper. One of a few Czech Republic goalkeepers on the books of Manchester United at the moment. Ooh, confident in his own ability with the ball at his feet as well, isn't he? Here's Will Fish. Back to Kova again. 50 minutes on the clock, one apiece. Tyler Onyango, just about his first contribution, I think, to the second period.
He's yet to get started. Big Tyler.
Help. Hugoworth. Good foot in by Joe Anderson. Kept his eye on the ball. Nice little layoff from Isaac Price. Doing well again tonight, Isaac Price.
Yeah, he has. He's oh, what a ball!
What a ball that is. What just doesn't reach Everson. Alvaro Fernandez gets a touch on it, but super ball by Thierry then.
Yeah, there's not much build on Isaac, but he certainly can play football, the boy.
McCann switches the place this right-hand side. Hugo volleyed across the 6-yard box. Nothing wrong with that, Snods, was there? He'll be a bit disappointed that nobody's on the end of it.
I'm more disappointed in Thierry that he hasn't got back and seen that. He just got caught ball watching there. That he's got to do his defensive side of it, and he
caught out there, wasn't he?
Oh, he's caught out 4 to 5 yards. He's got to get back into position. He's got his defensive side to do. It's not all about just going attacking down this left-hand side.
There's the volleyed ball from the substitute, and
he's yards away. He's got to get in and do the other side of it.
It's good ball in, isn't it, from the Manchester United wide man?
It was a great ball in.
Little nudge from Nathan Broadhead on Martin Swiderski, the Slovakian. It's Charlie McKenna, Manchester United goal scorer. Throw in for the Blues. Heavy touch by Reece Hughes. That'll be a free kick. This time challenged by Kyle John. Free kick for Manchester United. One apiece, 53 minutes on the clock, as we mentioned at half-time. The Blues can go third in Premier League 2. Such a difficult job for Unzi and Ebo, isn't it? Because you don't know what you're going to have from 1 minute to the next. Young players can be called away to train with the first team, and you know, sort of towards the end of the transfer window, you're probably pushing for your players to go out on loan. It's a tough job, the as we call them, the reserve team manager, isn't it?
Yeah, it's extremely tough. You're right about the manager of the first team wanting players to go up and train with them, and as you said, before the transfer deadline, people going out on loan as well. One person, I can't believe that hasn't got that, is Nathan Broadhead. Honestly, I look at him here and I think many second division, first division clubs, surely, his performances recently, people have got to be watching him.
They liked it at Burton Albion. Here's Ethan Galbraith for Manchester United. Fernandez, McCann. Triangular passes for Manchester United before Reece Devine gives it to Ethan Galbraith. Swiderski, McCann. Likes a little cut inside, doesn't he? Lays it off, but it'll reach Thierry Small. Infield to Price. Price and Rhys Hughes getting each other's way, and Hugoworth hits the crossbar.
What a save, Daz.
João Virginia got a touch on that.
What a save that is.
He didn't half rifle it there. Dylan Hugoworth, and it's a super save from João Virginia. We'll get a look at that when we get a break in play, but Manchester United, the Red Devils, have got their tails up here. Didn't half catch it, didn't he?
Oh, it's a good strike, but what a save that is. He's tipped it onto the top of the post crossbar. It's one hell of a save, that.
Here's Hugill for Manchester United. Ryan Astley too strong for him. Now then, away goes Nathan Broadhead. Scooped forward by Astley. Broadhead will sprint after it and he'll keep it in on the far side. He's got Rhys Devine with him for close company. Broadhead does really well though. Can he get the ball into the penalty area? It's only Rhys Hughes really and Thierry Small to aim for. Kyle Dion helps him out, and a strong challenge comes in from Rhys Devine. What was wrong with that, Snods?
Do you know what? Nathan did really, really well to keep hold, but we're just going to see this Man United effort. He's just swapped it onto his right foot. That's
a save.
That is a hell of a save, because he's well inside. We just got caught, pair of our boys with the ball there, but he's probably 16 yards out. He's hit it ferociously, really, and what a save that is.
Well, if João Virginia was disappointed with the role he played in the Manchester United equaliser, he has more than redeemed himself there with a wonderful save on Yango. Good pass to Kyle John. Now we've got to bust a good to get into the penalty area. Then it comes to Everson. Good footwork by Everson. Ricochet falls back to Everson. Broadhead gets a shot away, and Broadhead finds the bottom corner, and Everton take the lead. 56 minutes on the clock. Nathan Broadhead again. Everton 2, Manchester United 1.
Yeah, well worked down that right-hand side. I think it was Kyle John again down that right-hand side that got in there. Ricochet got a bit fortunate in the 18-yard box, but once it dropped to Nathan Broadhead, all he had to do was just strike on goal. He certainly did. It was Everson there, just a little one touch out of his feet, bottom corner.
Nice goal, that.
Good finish again, yeah.
Nathan Broadhead scores his 5th goal of the season. And more importantly, the more important statistic is that it's Everton.
That's a terrific finish.
Manchester United 1. He just works the ball away from him, doesn't he?
Yeah, good first touch out of his feet, then whipped it across the Man United keeper.
Nathan Broadhead, his grandfather, Tony Broadhead, was a Bangor City legend many years ago. Old Grandad Broadhead will be delighted with that one. He'll be delighted with both goals. And Nathan Broadhead finds himself on a hat-trick against Manchester United. Ryan Astley's under real pressure here from Hugill. Illegal pressure, says the referee. Free kick. It's important to stay strong now and concentrate, because United will now open up.
Yeah, they'll push forward and they'll not just sit in and invite our boys to go on and try and get another one. They'll be pressing. We've gone from a great save there at one end to 2 minutes later we take the lead.
Free kick for the Toffees. Approaching the hour mark is David Unsworth, who will be a lot happier now than he was in the closing stages of the first half when Charlie McCann whipped home the Manchester United equaliser. And right on cue, here he is again, and he looks for Dylan Hugoworth, and it's a good challenge from Joe Anderson. Price beaten to it by Mark Helm. Helm leading the charge for Manchester United, trying to get it onto his left foot, bundled over by Anderson. Wants a free kick, not going to get it. Anderson asks a wee bit too much of Nathan Broadhead, but he'd done his defensive duties, and that's the main thing.
He won the ball originally, did well to come out with it, and then again just over it in his pass. Just tonight, because as I say, in recent games his crossfield passing has been superb, but tonight he's just over it a few.
It's a useful weapon as well to have in your armoury, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got a good left foot.
Ethan Galbraith for Manchester United. Little clip forward. Ryan Astley slides in again. Played well tonight, Ryan, again.
Yeah, he's been strong, been determined, not letting a lot go past him. He's up against a good centre forward as well.
Against an informed centre forward. one of the leading scorers in Premier League 2 this season. Joe Hugill joined the club from Sunderland last year. The 4 goals he scored against Liverpool recently in Premier League 2, I was reading up on it today, he's only the second player to ever score 4 goals for Manchester United against Liverpool at either first team or reserve level. The other one was a guy called Steve James. Do you remember him?
No, I don't.
The 1970s.
No.
Yeah, I remember him. Danger for Everton. Good challenge back then from Isaac Preston. Just enough, didn't he, to put the player off.
Yeah, he's getting high five from his teammate as well, because that's great tracking back from young Isaac there. Again, United midfielder players, he's done ever so well, and it's come off the United player in the end.
Fernandez wins the header. And Galbraith beats on Yango in the air, which he really shouldn't be doing.
He shouldn't, but I think it just dropped in front of Tyler. He just couldn't get there quick enough.
You might get a bit of stick for that when they go through the...
Saying that, what about Sterling's goal as well?
Yeah.
5'7", he's winning balls in the Arsenal defence.
He wouldn't have wanted if Steve Bold and Tony Adams were at the back. Here's Neville. To Helm. Fish to Reece Devine. McCann. Back to Fish again. It's possession football that isn't really...
No, not really going anywhere, are they, at the minute?
Galbraith. Charlie McCann gets a shot away, and that'll spin away for a corner. And they've responded well, Manchester United, against Notts, to go on behind.
Yeah, but again, they're just... All right, we're sitting off, our shape's quite good, but then they're picking balls, they're feeding balls through our midfield, and it shouldn't be... They shouldn't be able to do that when we've got numbers back there.
Corner kick. Mark Helm will take it. Low trajectory on that. It's volleyed away by Uzanides, picked up by Thierry Small. Drinks on there. Galbraith. Hughes. Anderson scuffs the pass. It was an easy little pass and he completely sliced it. Hugerworth will go for goal from the edge of the penalty area. The effort lacks power. And Joe Anderson is a relieved boy, Snods.
Yeah, a bit casual there. We really were. David Under was screaming for Tyler to get on the ball a little bit more and start accepting responsibility. But thankfully, Big Con just got a toe end to it there. Prevent any... I don't think it was going to trouble Jowl in in our goal, to be quite honest.
You're more than happy to refer to Uzanides as Con, aren't you?
That's it. Have you noticed? Big Con.
Throwing for Everton. Ooh, this might break for Nathan Broadhead. Nice bit of footwork by Broadhead. Does well to retain the ball there. Really well, Broadhead to Hughes. Turn by Everson, wins the corner kick.
It's a great little turn there. I didn't think he had much space on that byline to get actually pick it up and get turned, but he's done well, resulted in a corner kick. Can we take advantage of our right?
Who's that going forward, Snoz? The 5 for Everton?
Big Con. Come on, Big Con, get on the end of this.
He's certainly in there, Uzanides. So is Joe Anderson, so is Ryan Astley. No shortage of height here. Flicked forwards, and Nathan Broadhead has completed his hat-trick. It was flicked on by Joe Anderson, and Nathan Broadhead had the simplest of tasks to just nod it into an empty net. Nathan Broadhead 3, Manchester United 1.
I don't think it was the greatest of corner kicks, but he's done well. Was it Big Joe Anderson who's got a touch to it, and Nathan's just stood there 2 yards out? Just thank you very much. Hat-trick, take the ball home. Let's just see the thing. It's a great little flick on. It really is.
What about the marking inside the penalty
Yeah,
area?
well,
Nathan Broadhead, he's already scored 2.
I'm not interested in Man United's marking, Daz. I'm more interested in the goal. It's a great flick on, and he's just stood there on his own. United, 3 defenders round him, not one of them picking him up. Thank you.
Alvaro Fernandez did have Nathan Broadhead, then he just left him, and Nathan Broadhead, and there's still plenty of time for more. 64.5 minutes on the clock, and he scored a hat-trick against Manchester United, and at any level it doesn't come much better.
No, it doesn't. He'll be delighted. He missed that chance early doors, and since then he's popped up with an hat-trick.
Could have had 4. Moves on to 6 for the season. Nathan Broadhead has doubled his goal-scoring tally for the season in the space of 64 minutes.
You're right about Man United conceding goals, Daz. That's another 3.
Yeah. Well, now Everson, just couldn't touch it past Fish. Look at the speed of Kyle John there, and well, he got there a wee bit late. He'll say he got there as quick as he could. Hugill turns Uzanidis, but Uzanidis says, "You're not getting past me." Proper defender, isn't he?
He knows his limitations. He doesn't do anything that he's not comfortable in doing. Does he just wins a tackle, wins an header when it comes in there, and he knows how to defend.
Uzanidis in the Dave Watson mould, isn't he?
Oh, go on, Thierry. Can you get in on that back post?
Everson. It's a super ball. Thierry Small has completely miskicked it. It'll be rescued by Rhys Hughes for Everton. Broadhead wants it played in, and Thierry Small can't control it. Not the best 30 seconds of Thierry Small's fledgling Everton career, but again a lovely ball in from Einar Everson.
It was a great ball. What a great tackle by him.
Yeah.
Isaac there, determined.
Still got it as well, Isaac Price.
But it's a great ball from Everson. Thierry's done brilliantly. He's made his yardage up. He's got in at the back post, and I think he's just bounced just before.
It's an awkward one, isn't it?
He did. It just bounced just before he got there.
Andy Gray would have headed that one. I've seen him. He would have done. Shades of Notts County all those years ago. But Einar Everson's distribution from the wide areas tonight has been as good as I've seen.
Yeah, it has. He's worked tirelessly as well down this right-hand side.
It's a throw in for Everton, which Thierry Small eventually will take. 66 minutes on the clock. And that's Rhys Hughes, probably his first poor touch of the night. Ryan Astley to Broadhead, full of confidence. Einar Everson, look at Kyle John sprinting up in support. And I think he'd sprinted too far ahead of himself there, got himself in an offside position. Rhys Hughes caught in 2 minds, and the move.
But they're starting to play with a little bit of a swagger now, the boys. They're just getting it and popping it off and playing firm balls in.
Well, if you're on a hat-trick against Manchester United, you want an opportunity from a yard and a half with nobody near you.
Certainly do, but he's in that position. It's a great flick on from the corner.
On Yango. Good ball, good take, Everson. Now Everson again is pushed over there by Alvaro Fernandez, and Everson really has given the young Spanish defender a bit of a torrid night tonight.
Yeah,
over on that
he has.
Right-hand side.
He's knocked some great deliveries in there as well, and his work rate's been fantastic this evening as well.
And it's a free kick, undoubtedly. Young Spaniard pleads his innocence. And a chance for Everton to get the ball in the penalty area again. Manchester United do leak goals for fun. We said that in our pre-match conversation. And there's a chance now for Rhys Hughes to whip that wand of a left foot around the ball and get it into the danger zone. Who's waiting there? Onyango's in there, Astley's in there, Uzanidis is in there. In it comes from Hughes, and it's headed goalwards, and it comes off Mark Helm. He didn't know anything about it, and it's gone for another corner for Everton.
Yeah, it's a great ball whipped in there. A couple of our players on the end of it there, fighting to get in there. Again, Man United players really round him. Yeah, they've been so fortunate, United there.
Corner kick for Everton. In it comes again, punched away by the goalkeeper. And Hugerworth will... That's a silly yellow card for Isaac Price. He didn't really need to do that, Snoz, did he?
No, he probably had a bit of cover there.
Bit of a youthful exuberance, I think. Bit of excitement from Isaac Price and into the Referee's notebook he goes. Booked for pulling somebody back virtually on the edge of the opposition penalty area. David Unsworth just issuing a few instructions. Manchester United about to make another change here. And it's top goal scorer Joe Hugill who's going off. He's got no change out of the defenders all evening, has he? And it's a change for Manchester United.
Yeah, our boys at the back will be thinking, well, that's half a job done. We've seen their best striker really contribute nothing to the game. We've marshalled him well, and now he's gone off.
Charlie McNeil is the man who's come on. Manchester United chasing the game, and they've taken a striker off to put another striker on. Maybe you'd have thought they'd have taken the midfield player off and gone for it a wee bit more.
Yeah, perhaps, but I think there's one or two more goals in it for us. Yeah.
Charlie McCann will chase it down for Manchester United on that left-hand side. Rolls it back to Galbraith. Fernandez. To Hugoworth. Harvey Neville. Great challenge again by Rhys Hughes. Now picked up by Nathan Broadhead. Look at Thierry Small scampering up this left flank. Small picks it up. Can't get past two defenders, but he was fouled, and it'll be a free kick for Everton.
Yeah, again making great strides down this left-hand side. Was a free kick. The referee was right there as well.
Good position for Rhys Hughes to whip in free kick. Referee just wants to make sure that a little bit of argy-bargy is going to pass. And Konuzanides comes across and just says to Thierry Small, don't get involved. You don't need to get involved.
No, he's just going to have a word with Everton, the skipper, as well, and have a word with the two boys that are in the thick of things.
It's actually Nathan Broadhead with the armband tonight, Snods, and
Oh,
he's certainly led by example,
right,
hasn't he?
He certainly has.
That's all you can do. I spoke to Franny before the game in his interview, and he said he's not a baller, he's not a shouter, Nathan, but he'll lead by example, and goodness me, he's done that.
I think Rhys will be looking penalty spot here. If I was him, right foot, in swinging towards the penalty spot, let the boys go and attack it. That's the right area, so the keeper doesn't know when to come for it as well there.
In it comes, spot on, headed across the face of the goal, but nobody in the position for Everton, and Galbraith can bring it away. Isaac Price intercepts it. Pleased with the delivery, Snods?
Just a little bit too far, I think, but played with plenty of pace. Thierry getting.
They weren't exactly queuing up to take him on, were they? Manchester United have possession. Everton 3, Manchester United 1. And as it stands, Everton are sitting in third place in Premier League 2. Got away games with Tottenham and Arsenal coming up. Just Premier League 2 this season for the boys. The other competitions suspended. Cleared by Joe Anderson. Little chest pass by Nathan Broadhead, picked up by Everson, but guided back to the goalkeeper. Full of confidence, Nathan, now, isn't he? Trying a few.
Yeah, he has little chest there. Still, our manager, my former teammate, he's still bellowing orders, though. He's still not happy.
Little chest passes like that from Nathan. If he hasn't scored for 6 games, he doesn't try them, does he?
No, you're right. It is, when you're full of confidence, you try things like that. And he's certainly full of confidence, there's no doubt about that.
Free kick again for Everton. Only 4 substitutes tonight for Everton. Rafael Garcia is one of them, who's had wretched luck with injury. Charlie Whittaker, Tom Cannon, who scored against Manchester City last time out, and Nico Hansen is the goalkeeper. On bitterly cold nights in Southport must miss Miami more. Straight down the middle from João Virginia to his opposite number. is Ethan Galbraith for Manchester United. Will Fish gets it back again. Done a lot of this, Man United, haven't they? Just passed it for passing sake.
You're thinking the 3-1 down, they've got to start looking forward a little bit quicker. With 15 minutes to go, they need to get back into this game.
Harvey Neville gets away from Thierry Small. Back to Swiderski. Here he is again, Martin Swiderski. No way through again for Manchester United. Square again. Had possession now for a couple of minutes and they've only advanced about 10 yards, and now they're back again.
They're back on halfway line, Daz, after about 15, 16 passes. You can hear the Man United coach saying, come on, look forward.
Headed away by Kyle John.
Somebody shouted for him there just to
leave it
go and let it run out of play.
Harvey Neville is flagged offside on this near side. It'll be a free kick for Manchester United, and we've got a quarter of an hour to go here at Southport, and Everton are sitting pretty, leading by 3-1 to hopefully cap a quite sensational couple of days.
You're milking this derby.
Absolutely, don't you worry about that. Chairman mentioned before about him looking through the papers on Sunday. Can you imagine how many papers he ordered on Sunday? The poor paperboy must have made 3 journeys. But we've waited a while for it, so let's enjoy it.
Correct.
Conor Zanides comes across, and Hugoworth saw Conor Zanides coming across there and thought, I don't fancy this one jot.
I don't think he's fancied it since he come on as substitute.
He didn't even fancy coming on in the first place, did he?
No, honestly, I've looked at his performance because I thought, well, I weren't happy when he first come on. Not that I should be worried about the Man United players, but I just think the attitude is Everton versus Man United in an under-23 game. He don't look as though he wants to be on the pitch, and that just proved a point.
I'm sure Alex Ferguson would approve of his appearance, Nods. Socks down, shirt untucked. Zanides heads it away. Hughes. I'll be asking you for a man of the match later on, Snods. I mean, it's probably fairly obvious, but
I think there's been some good performances.
Absolutely. Had Nathan Broadhead not scored a hat-trick, it would have been quite difficult to pick a man of the match tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, you're right.
So I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll have your top 3 before the end of the game. Joe Virginia, down the middle. Fish just knocks it back. Everson could be in here. Ooh. Almost an error then. We let Fish off the hook there, didn't we?
I wondered how long it took you. 77 minutes.
He's divine. Back to Will Fish. Neville. There they go again. No urgency from Manchester United.
No, there isn't. I think that third goal's deflated them.
It has,
massively. The 2 lads in midfield are still quite busy and still trying to make things happen, but the rest of them are just playing at a really slow, slow tempo.
There's Fernandez. Astley gets a foot in. McNeil the substitute. Low ball in, dealt with by Astley. Kyle John gives away a corner rather unnecessarily.
Yeah, perhaps he could have knocked it out of play for a throw-in, but I'll still be disappointed if we concede from a corner kick. Looking at the height advantage of both our team, compared to the United's team.
Alvaro Fernandez is in there. No wonder Manchester United play it short. Headed away by Reece Hughes. Picked up by Harvey Neville. He'd love a goal tonight, wouldn't he? probably on the phone to his dad over in Miami. Phil Neville might be watching this actually, although probably more likely to watch UTV.
Yeah.
His son's playing for United.
Yeah, perhaps.
Good job for Phil Neville into Miami.
Absolute great job, Phil Neville. He's great pro.
Yeah.
Great pro.
Great to have around the place, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bought into Everton Football Club the second he came through the door of Finch Farm, didn't he?
Yeah, because
Belfield as it was then.
He was a winner. He won things at United, and he wanted the same at Everton Football Club.
On clearance by João Virginia. Headed forward by Everson. Broadhead cushions it back to Tyler Onyango.
Still again, for me, Tyler's got to influence the game. He's just
passing him by a little bit.
It's just going by the games, going by, and if he does the odd thing, we're happy with that. I'm not happy with that because he's got more to offer.
Yeah. Fernandez. Well, he's got involved there, Tyler Onyango, but the referee didn't like the involvement. Charlie McCann ducked on the seat of his pants, and it's a free kick for Manchester United. We're looking comfortable, Snods, but a Manchester United goal will put the cat among the pigeons.
Yeah, it will. It'll put us on the back foot again. But at this present time, you can't see United breaking us down.
No. They don't seem to have the desire to want to break us down.
They started off 10 minutes again, very, very lively. Great save by João in the goal, and after that, they've not really threatened.
And what you can never ever level any side that David Unsworth puts out is a lack of desire.
Yeah, he wouldn't let his boys down tools. I know that.
Reece Hughes, good play again by Hughes. Just makes a little bit of space for himself. Towards Everson, cushioned in field to Nathan Broadhead. With a space for Kyle John, and Broadhead spots him. Kyle John brings it in field, edges towards the edge of the penalty area where his run is brought to an end, and Manchester United might be able to counter here. Across comes Joe Anderson. Does well, sees the ball out of play. Just got to see it through now, Snods, haven't we?
Yeah, there's 8 minutes remaining, and it's a comfortable 3-1 at the second half. They had the chance. As I keep mentioning, it was a great save, but after that, they've not really threatened our goal, really.
United have now scored 43 and conceded 41 this season. Free kick for Manchester United.
Yeah, Reece Hughes thought it was a foul on him. He went down there, and the referee said no. I'm giving it for them both, picking the ball up.
Fish. Divine. Fernandez. All the way through to the goalkeeper. I suppose the analysts at Manchester United will look at this and they'll count the pass completion rate, won't they? And
don't mean nothing to me.
Nor me. Nor me.
Does not mean nothing if they've had so much possession and accurate passing. The score's 3-1, and we deserve to be 3-1 in the league as well.
And I think you're right. I think there could be another one before the end. Be nice, wouldn't it? Be nice to beat these. I always think 3-1's a good win. 4-1's a bit of a hammering, isn't it?
Yeah. So let's make it 4.
Come on. That's Sophies. Here's Isaac Price. He can be pleased with his night's work again. Wins a throw in. Thierry Small drops it in short to Hughes and gets it back again. Still going, Thierry Small. He's bulldozed his way through, and Nathan Broadhead. Well, the goal was gaping there for his 4th goal. He's got his hands on his head.
He knows it was a decent. Well, it come from Thierry on a run, on a little bit of a maze. He's fell to Nathan, and he scuffed his shot really from 18 yards out, but he knows. You could tell with his reaction that he thought he should have hit the target at least.
He could have had 5 tonight.
He could.
Harvey Neville for Manchester United. Good foot in by Everson. Kyle John to Nathan Broadhead. Slips it in field towards Tyler Onyango. Here come Manchester United.
See how quickly we are to win it back, though. The boys have worked exceptionally hard. They really have. Closed Man United down in every department. Just give them far too much space. We've just seen this Nathan Broadhead chance again. Thierry on a bit of a maze. He got a bit fortunate there. Lovely ball laid back to him. Yeah, he'd be disappointed. He'd be thinking right foot, centre goal really. He's just dragged it wide.
Nice layoff by Einar Everson.
Yeah, it was. We'll let him off with that. Nathan, to be fair, he has scored 3.
We won't let him off. It's a shocking. Get him off. He'll do well to get the ball as well off Danny Webb, the kit man. Is this as well as you've seen Einar Everson play?
Yeah, I've been impressed with his work rate, his delivery into the box. His energy levels are are up there. They really are.
Tyler Onyango fouled. It's not the first foul that Alvaro Fernandez has committed tonight either. Must be close to testing the referee's patience once too often. There he is, the young Spanish boy.
Can this be the icing on the cake, Daz? Good delivery in there.
Let's get the 4th goal.
Big con on the end of it. Anybody on the end of it will do.
The best free kick from Hughes. So, McNeil. That's a foul as well. Been a bit sloppy with the challenges the last 5 minutes or so. Manchester United. We'll see this free kick out, Snods. Then we'll get your top 3.
Yes.
For tonight. It's not an easy question because there's been a plethora of good performances out there tonight. And it comes from Hughes. That's better. Headed away. Up by Anderson. Back to Hughes again. Isaac Price gets a little bit lucky. Astley. Price can try again. Tyler Onyango. Little clip ball towards Nathan Broadhead. Header from Broadhead is wide. He should have had 6.
Get him off. Get him off, Hunzi. How many chances does he want, the boy?
That's what.
Great little ball from Tyler there. Just looked up, seen Nathan, just clipped it over the defender.
Defender's just done enough, didn't he?
Yeah, just a little nudge in the back as well.
You don't mind your centre forward missing chances as long as he takes a few, do you? At least he's in there to miss them.
He's had 6 chances and scored 3.
Yeah, brilliant. There's your man Hugo Worth.
Yeah. He might as well have come and commentated with us too, Daz. I'd certainly have words with him if I was on the Man United staff.
There's Mark Galbraith to Fernandez. Coming up to 88 minutes on the clock. Can't relax yet. Inside the Everton penalty area, whacked away by Uzanidis. Who's your top 3, Snods?
My top 3, well, Kyle John's done ever so well on the right hand side. I think the back 3 have marshalled their main striker very, very well. So I need to talk about everybody really. I think it's been a good team performance. But the top 3, obviously, Broadhead for his hat-trick. I think Everson's done very, very well this evening down that right hand side. Good deliveries. And Reece Hughes on this left hand side. I like Reece. I think he's got a lovely left foot. He sees a pass, and overall I think it's been a good performance. Really do. I think everybody's put a shift in. Everybody's worked hard against a decent Man United side.
Isaac Price must have been close to getting in your top 3.
Every one of them. Honestly, I think he's been a decent performance from the boys. They've worked exceptionally hard, and David's got to be happy with the 3 points and the performance.
Everybody will be happy with the 3 points and the performance. It has been an exceptional few days for Everton Football Club. If you're offered a 2-0 away win at Liverpool and a 3-1 home win against Manchester United with the 23s, you bite their hands off. Real feel-good factor down at USM Finch Farm at the moment. David Unsworth makes his first change of the evening. Charlie Whittaker is ready to come on.
Oh, I'd be like that too, Unsy, even if I was 17, 18. Come on, Dave, please. There's only 30 seconds to go. Don't make me go on.
Come on, Charlie. Get your few quid appearance money, son.
Yeah, Charlie's got his mullet like I used to have when I was 17, 18 as well.
Well, it's back in fashion now, but all the barbers are shut. Harvey Neville takes the throw in. 2 minutes at a time. I think we can relax, Nods, do you?
Yeah. I think we could have relaxed the last 10, 15 minutes, to be fair.
And more.
Man United have not really put us under any pressure. Kept the ball, but going nowhere.
Here's Mark Helm for United. Good foot in by Nathan Broadhead. They shout, not pass. Chased down by Reece Devine. Everton move up to 3rd place in Premier League 2. With what is looking to be a comfortable 3 points. Here's Nathan Broadhead. Tries a little pirouette. Keeps the ball nicely. Kyle John. Price. Broadhead. Nearly a nice little move. Tyler Onyango can keep it alive. Great ball, nearly a great ball. Nearly a great ball.
But it just shows we're still wanting to get forward. Kyle John, the right-hand side there, he's still wanting to get forward, even though we are 3-1 up into the last minute of the game. The energy levels are still there.
There's Fish for Manchester United. Wide to Neville. Simple cut out for Kyle John, and he chases his own clearance, but Ethan Galbraith is there for Manchester United and just steers it safely back to his goalkeeper. Good night's work all round.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it, I really have. I keep going back to the first 10 minutes when United were in control, really, but after that I think the boys have played really, really well. I think they'll have enjoyed it as well. They'll come off and think, really enjoyed that game of football. We've played well, we've worked hard.
Charlie McNeil for Manchester United eventually runs out of options, and Tyler Onyango brings it away, and that is the final action of what has been a very, very good game of football, a very good performance and a very good 3 points. Not
certainly has. I've enjoyed being here this evening to watch the effort of the boys, and the only disappointment for David would have been conceding that goal just before half-time, but I think we've had enough chances in the game to win this convincingly, and we certainly have done that. And Nathan Broadhead there, hat-trick against Man United, he'll be absolutely delighted, but I'm sure all the boys, with the performance and the effort that they've put in tonight, can sleep well tonight.
Absolutely, we can all sleep well tonight. Evertonians all around the world are sleeping really, really well at the moment. We're dreaming well too. There you go. What a nice final score that is. It's finished here at the Pure Stadium, the home of Southport. We're by the seaside and we're absolutely delighted. The final score, Everton 3, Manchester United 1. Thank you very much indeed for watching.
Oh, sure.